Well, well, well. I'm not going to expose myself. What are you guys talking about? That's disgusting. Why would I do that on stream? That's a different stream. Booch, how are you? I see Game Freak here. I see Left Control. What's up? Banshee, nice to see you. Thank you to Mr. Awesome for the $1. I appreciate that. I'm going to put that towards some Spanx. Thank you. Alan has gifted a membership as well. Thank you, my friend. How is everybody? Smoking Socks, Doug, nice to see you. Fresh Hotline. That's not how you drink out of this. I fucked that up. Oh. It's still snowing cocaine here. I must be in New York City. How is everyone? Jostler, thank you. Appreciate it. Listen, I love all of you. Not Phil, nice to see you. I appreciate you. So, you know what I'm going to do? Rather than lose my voice, I'll talk in a normal voice. Because last stream, I don't know. Probably because I haven't been doing it for a while. So, blizzards here. Absolute blizzards. If you're in Canada, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Lots of ridiculous news came out over the last couple days. Now, you guys know I've been hanging out with Ionis. He's here right now, but he doesn't want to come on stream, so he's fired.
You're fired.
Congratulations.
I'll get him. I'll get him on here. But we've had a blizzard, and now it's freezing out there. The weather is terrible. So somebody needs to bring me a fucking mattress to put me on. I don't know about that. Raw Dakota is here. We've got Bammers here. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's a snowstorm right now in Toronto, isn't it? Macaque, nice to see you. Who else do we have here, guys? Omar, nice to see you. SG, nice to see you, my friend. We got the Booch.
Boochie.
Thank you, Booch. Arisen Armory, nice to see you, my friend. Who else do we have here? Fresh Hotline, nice to see you. Taco Dan, appreciate you. Look forward to eating you. Mike Stabatello, how are you, man? I'm going to catch this after the playoff game. Nice. Thank you. What playoff game? So, you know what's crazy? All the rumors right now, you guys know I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. You know that. Code Veronica is about to be announced. Code Veronica is about to be announced.
Expose your holes for my pleasure.
Listen, I would love to. You got to come down here and show me those holes. Happy Sunday to everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I'll explain that later, what I was going to say. But let's just put this out there. Remember, hang on, let's get the spooky music. Remember Ed Gein? Ed Gein's grandson? Remember that? Mike, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Generic white male, I love you. You guys remember Ed Gein's grandson?
Mamcha.
Are you ready for this? There is currently 3 missing people in London, Ontario. Which is unheard of. They're all teenagers. Yep. I'm not making that up either. I'd never make any of this up. There's now missing teenagers. And they still haven't said a word about what happened months ago. I honestly don't know what to make of this. Here, hang on. London. There are, listen to this. This is not good. There's 4 missing people Let me go through this with you guys because this is starting to get weird. Now, I know some of you are probably going to be like, Jay, stop it. Never. We're going to find out. Look at this. A 49-year-old missing. His vehicle abandoned. Okay. Ryan, who's got tattoos. He was in the Woodstock area. Don't know where he is. Shelly, who's 42-year-old woman, community volunteer, absolutely disappeared. And then Catherine, missing since August, is also missing right now. But I mean, these other ones these aren't the cases. Let me actually find the updated ones. So right now there's 4 people, but hang on a second. London. Let me find the update.
Yeah, that was all me, Jay. In any event, I've almost finished my horror novel.
Really? Hang on. This was all over Facebook too. So long story short, everybody's missing. Everyone's missing. Rain, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, here we go. 2 missing. Wait for it. Wait for it. Let's do the last 30 days missing. You know what? I'll do better research for next stream. And you know what we'll do? We'll break out all of the evidence I have right now. Do I think there's a serial killer going around our towns? I actually do. There's too many missing girls. There's too many missing adults. It doesn't make sense.
Devilish face emoji.
Listen, you're fired.
You're fired.
Missing wallets? Yeah, missing wallets. So, I don't know what's going on around here. Then I had a stalker. If you guys don't know, there was a stalker that intruded on my house the other day. Did you guys hear that story yet? If you haven't heard it, a girl I dated 2.5 years ago randomly showed up here at 8:30 at night, crying. I thought she was beaten up or something. I let her into the place. I let her in because I was a little scared. I was like, wait, what happened? Yeah, you guys don't know about this, do you? How many of you don't know about the stalker? Wait. Somebody pissed in Generic's wallet. Fuck. Wait a minute. Irish, what's up? Clinton, what's up? You guys don't know about this? Oh, God. Okay, I'll tell it quickly. Because there's some other things I want to talk about. And if you know this story, I apologize. I dated a girl 2.5 years ago, guys. 2.5 years ago. She showed up on my steps crying. By the way, she watches my show, so she's probably seeing this right now, which is even scarier. It's 8:30 at night. A girl shows up here. I thought it was a police. Banging on the door. Legitimately. Banging on my front door here. I open the door. First and foremost, I look through the peephole. I can't tell who it is. I just see a red coat. So I'm like, okay, this must be a salesperson from Rogers. So I open the door, and it's this girl I dated 2.5 years ago. We went on 3 dates. Never even touched her, really. I think I hugged her once or twice during those dates to say hello or goodbye. We never got close. We never really talked about anything that you would consider to be sexual. I mean, maybe a little bit. I think we talked about just what type of people we are. And if we're into those things and, you know, typical dating stuff, like when's the last person, you know, you dated and that kind of conversation. But her and I didn't hit it off. So after 3 dates, I kind of just was like, nah, I'll leave her be because I could tell something was a little bit weird. Well, guys, 2.5 years later, that weird girl is now standing in front of me crying, like bawling. So I'm like, what do I do in this situation? She has her dog with her, and I'm like, you can't bring the dog in here. So she's like, I'll bring my dog home and come back. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. I shut the door. I run downstairs to my roommate, Josh, and I'm like, dude, something really weird's happening. I need you to pay attention to this.
Dis you tell the girl you prefer to use body type.
Yes. I told her, I was like, listen, I like overweight men with very small penises. And she was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Joking aside, deported Sicilian. So stupid. All right, so I'm standing in my apartment now, and I'm like, what am I going to do here? So first and foremost, I recorded the whole conversation using my iWatch. That's number one. Number two, my roommate was listening the whole time. He was literally right on the other side of that wall right there listening. So I had him as backup. Then, guys, I was smart enough to do something very smart. I phoned Murray, which you guys know the situation with Murray at the moment. Her and I are just friends, and that's about it. But I felt that I needed to call somebody. So I called her and put her on speaker and had her mute herself so you couldn't hear it. Because to be honest with you guys, bringing a girl in here randomly who's crying, not really a great idea. But I said to my roommate, what is happening if she's been beat up by her boyfriend or something? Like, I don't know what's going on here. So guys, she shows back up here with a little baggie of snacks. Now, the first thought I have is there's probably a needle in there. And she's going to jab me with it. I'm going to wake up. My dick's going to be in a fucking purse. So I thought, I'm going to flat out ask her what that is. She brought a bag into my house. I thought it was full of drugs. And
JKB back at it again, making girls stalk him.
Yes, Spookster, it's 100% true. So she goes, this is amazing, guys. She goes, I brought hummus. Hummus? So, guys, she brought hummus in. Wow, that made me feel good. I'm going to definitely eat this opened hummus. By the way, it was open. Open hummus. Okay. So, listen. She's still crying, guys. She's got tears in her eyes. I put her on the couch over there, and I stand way back. I stand where my fireplace is. If you know the layout of my place, that's about 10 feet away from her. So I'm nowhere near this girl. Nowhere near this girl. Oh, you son of a
Jay,
bitch.
how many children do you have?
Dead man. 15. Thank you for supporting my child support.
You're fired.
Thank you. So, you know, the other person I was going to call is Vapist. I actually thought I was going to call Vapist because Vapist will kill somebody for me, officially and non-officially.
Oh,
So, this girl starts to say weird things to me, guys. She starts laughing and crying in the same sentence. Now, I'm not an actress. Trust me. I may have the breasts, but I'm not an actress. She starts... What did Vapus say in the chat? Would you bring used... Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. See, this is what I'm saying. You guys are obsessed with fucking used food showing up at my house. Yes, schizophrenic. Yes, Caldohead. So at this point in time, I realized this girl's actually not all mentally there. I'm not going to say her name, but if I ever see her in chat, it's going to be weird. I hope she never watches my show. So she says to me, guys, you still smell good. Yep. And I say to her, you mean you remember what I smell like? And she goes, of course I do. Okay. Then she says, you're still very cute, by the way. Okay.
Congratulations.
Yep. Now, keep in mind, guys, I only let her in here because I thought she was in trouble. Nothing wrong with that. She's just hitting on me. She's just hitting on me in my house. That's fine. It's just terrifying. Confused. What happened? It didn't play. You're fired, Confused. You know, you got one job, Confused, to show up here and donate. You can't even do that. One job. Oh, God. Put on the shrimp suit in a bathtub full of cream.
Jay put on the shrimp suit and bath in a tub full of cream.
I mean, that's a waste of a lot of things. The shrimp suit and the cream.
Cream!
So thank you, Confused. I look forward to watching you do weird things to a booba on my Discord. That's... No, she didn't call, by the way, guys. She showed up after 2.5 years. I have not seen this girl for 2.5 years. She shows up on my steps crying. So I thought something happened with a boyfriend or something. She got robbed. Like, why does a girl show up like this? So she comes in the house. She starts hitting on me. I make it very clear. There's evidence of it, of course. Murray was listening. I've got recordings of me flat out saying I'm seeing somebody. So I tell her, thank you for that, but I'm not interested. Keep that in mind, guys. So she starts to talk about her situation. I'm like, why are you here? She says this: I've been trying to get a hold of you by contacting some of your friends and getting your phone number. Okay. That's slightly crossing a line, but okay, I get it. You want to get in contact with me, so you can't because my friends won't give up my phone number, so you show up at my door. Good, 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 good. This is awesome. What are you doing here? Well, here's her explanation on why she's at my house, and I swear this is exactly what she said, and it makes no sense. You ready? She goes, my back hurts. Okay. And because my back hurts at the moment, guys, well, she didn't say that, but she said, because my back hurts at the moment, I decided to cancel the date I was supposed to go on. So let me get this straight. You have been planning a date with a man. Rather than you go on the date, you decide to randomly show up at my door. She says yes. I ask her again, why? She has no real answer for that. She says that she was about to go on a date, but she was in pain, so that's why she's here. Why are you crying? I ask her. She says because she was dating another guy for 6 months who doesn't want to talk to her anymore. Okay.
She found out your 6.7.
Yeah, she doesn't know that for sure, Taco Dan. If she found that out, I would have been still in the bathtub with my fucking sides cut open and my liver would be missing.
Yo, SEALs, stay gay.
So, dead man. Oh, no.
She sounds like trouble in a scary way.
Spookster, it was fucking terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. Here we go. This one's going to be great. Go ahead. Go ahead, play it. Dead man, I love you. You're hilarious. I don't think that's going to play because of what you said. I think we're okay with that. Dead man, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the support, buddy. I saw your message. I'll get back to you on Discord. He says, should have fucked her and made 16 illegitimate children. Thank you, dead man. That's some great advice. I would have...
Cream!
So now she's hitting on me. She says that she... Are you ready for this? Because she does explain herself. She hits on me. She says a few things. Now, I make it very clear that I'm seeing somebody. She doesn't budge. And this is where it's... Nightbreaker, I'm going to get a vasectomy up your ass. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means. So let me try to explain the situation again. It's now about 9:30 at night. and there's this mysterious girl in my living room. She's crying, she's laughing, she's hitting on me, she's talking about 2 ex-boyfriends, and she's talking about the date that she just skipped to come to my house. She is absolutely batshit crazy. It's at that moment where I realize I need to get rid of her out of my house. And I need to do it in a very gentle way because she could just lose her mind. So I finally say to her again, which is probably the 15th time during the conversation, I'm seeing somebody. I'm seeing somebody. For the love of God, I'm seeing somebody. You know what she says in that moment? After I say I'm seeing somebody? Here's where it gets freaky. She says, I wish we could go cuddle. Guys, I'm speaking to the gentlemen out there. If you're ever in a situation like this, the first thing you do is call the police, or you call somebody who could record. You call somebody, or you record it yourself, because these situations are dangerous. She says, I would like to go cuddle now. And I just said, again, it's recorded, by the way. I say, I'm literally seeing somebody. You're not respecting my boundaries. Because now there's this woman in my house who's clearly insane, who's trying to fuck me, who will not leave my house. In fact, I've asked her 6 or 7 times. I'm like, it's time to go to bed. I got to go to bed. You got to, like, we could talk about this later. Like, can you leave? Essentially, get out. She doesn't leave, guys. She's like, well, do you want to eat some of the hummus? No. So finally, I'm like, listen, I get up super early. I have to go to bed. So, like, I appreciate you showing up here randomly, but I can't really stay up longer. And I just told you again, I'm seeing somebody. So what does she do? Stands up and she's like, oh, that's how it's going to be.
I think she wanted to wear you like a skin suit, lol.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
Oh?
So I finally get her up to the door. And as she's leaving, she mentions the cuddles again. And I'm like, I can't believe you even asked me that. I just told you I'm seeing somebody. I don't know why you would say something like that. She apologizes. She gets outside. And I'm not going to repeat some of this, but it was very pushy. Like, let me stay type situation. Here's where it gets freaky. Here's where it gets really freaky. I didn't give her my phone number.
She wanted to make you a sock puppet.
Yeah. I think she got my phone number somehow through somebody else or something. I had to change my phone number because of the hacking incident that happened, so she didn't have my original number. Long story short, I start to get text messages, guys. And I wish I could show it. I can't show it. Murray has seen it, and a bunch of other people have seen this. She sent me photos of her, and they're not nudes or anything weird, but she's in a dress, and she said, if I wanted to come there and seduce you, I would look like this, essentially. And it's a photo of her, and it looks like the Ed Gein story. It looks like Ed Gein's mother put a dress on and tried to be sexy. Now, I'm not going to show it, but I swear it's a horror movie. There's a real horror movie happening now. She's texted me these photos saying, if I wanted to seduce you, I would wear this. Oh, and by the way, Justin knows all about it, by the way. Justin knows all about this situation. He's helping me. So she's sending me photos now saying that here's how I would seduce you. I'd look like this. By the way, it looks like Ed Gein's grandma. For real. I wish I could show this because you guys would be like, Jay, you need to get a gun to protect yourself. It is scary. So I have all the evidence, of course, in case we need to make a case, because Justin was like, well, let's wait it out and see how crazy it gets. So, yeah,
What if I went to your door and asked to cuddle?
Can I make a suggestion, everybody? Do not show up at my house. No. The only people allowed to show up here random are Black Sheep, One's 2 Cents, Vapist and Raw Dakota if he really wants to come down here. If Raw Dakota wants to come down here, I'll let him. And you know what I mean by that. If he wants to come down here, he could come and visit me.
Dream.
But okay, so overnight, guys, she texted me 4 times, big walls of text. The next day, are you ready for this? She phoned me at 8:30 in the morning. Twice. Oh, no, once. And then she phoned later in that day. So she didn't get a hold of me, phoned back again, walls of text. Dude, she's talking like a crazy person. She's talking about dating. She's showing me conversations with her mother where her mother's like, hey, so finally, listen to this.
You're in no position to be turning down wet box.
Jason, listen, I have a wet box I can use. I got it from FedEx. It was outside in the hurricane last year. I managed to save it. I put a little duct tape. I saved that box. Don't worry. Mental issues are no joke. Yes, macaque. Holy shit, guys. So, there's a kicker to this story.
Are you smoking your socks? Are you smoking your socks? Smoking your socks? Are you smoking your socks? Are you smoking your socks?
Yeah.
Are you smoking your socks?
Jay, you aren't going to be desperate. This chick is fascinating. No. I do want to be very clear about something, guys. Did she boil a rabbit in your kitchen? There's a chance. There's a chance that she does stuff like that. And I'm not kidding. I think she kills rabbits in her backyard. I'm not kidding. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm not kidding. So here's the kicker of everything. I finally... Smoking socks, thank you. I appreciate that, by the way. Thank you, Caldohead. I love you. I hope you're doing well. Jason, thank you. And Jostler and One's 2 Cents and Spookster, I appreciate you guys. Deadman, of course, I love you. Thank you for the support, guys. Let me finish the story. 2 days later, I finally ask her, why would you keep hitting on me if you know I'm seeing somebody? It's very clear I'm still seeing somebody. We're seeing somebody. For the love of God, Techno, I love you. Chosen One, what's up? I'm telling her, I'm seeing somebody. What are you doing? Here's what she says, and I quote right out of the text message. She says, I was lonely, I was horny, and if you haven't noticed, clearly, I'm a little insane. A little?
Ask her to pray with you next time she texts. Ask her to pray with you next time she texts. Ask her to pray with you next time she texts. Oh, oh, oh.
So, you aren't seeing somebody, are you? Oh, I'm seeing somebody. I'm seeing somebody. I am not single. For the love of God, leave me alone. So, that happened. And you know what? That sort of thing happening in real life is not
Listen,
fun.
I have arrived. Restart the stream.
All right, we're going to restart for him. Here we go.
Juchi. Bucci. Juchi.
Mamcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. DJ Jailbreak has just shown up. Appreciate you, buddy. Where the fuck have you been? Raw Dakota, what announcement do you have? This is an announcement. What
The
is this?
SS Bucci is going to be sold this spring. The SS Bucci 2 is sitting in my driveway and waiting its rebuild bigger, faster, and sexier.
What the Have you sent photos of the new SS Booch 2? This is crazy, dude. You didn't even take me out and check Discord. Okay, guys, look. We're going to look up the new SS Booch. Here we go. Dude, that's wild. Hang on a second. You literally sold the Booch? Why isn't this opening? Okay, hang on. Hang on. He said open Discord. Where is it? Here it is. Holy shit! He fucking... Can I show this photo? I will in the spring when prices... Guys, he sold the boat. Okay, he says I could show it. Okay. So if you haven't been following along, the one and only Raw Dakota has sold the SS Booch. If you don't know what that is, it's a boat. And he's bought a bigger and better boat, which I can attest to. It looks incredible. Let's show this boat. Look at that boat. That's a fucking boat. Look at the iced tea in the back there. There's fucking alcohol in that iced tea, guaranteed. Yeti, look at this, man. The SS Booch 2. Look at the trash on the ground. This is a great photo. Look at this. What's this? What is this? We're going to get to the bottom of this. What is this? That looks like a old condom wrapper. What do we have here? What's this? A garbage can lid? You could see the open beverage, which is okay. I'll allow it. The seats are damaged. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. Raw Dakota, thank you for being a member for 23 months, my friend. That is ridiculous, too. By the way, we're coming up to the 2-year anniversary of my show, and I'm kind of excited because, well, there's a few things. My birthday is normally, well, it is not normally. It is on the 17th of the year. Normally, I stream on my birthday, and that would be the 2-year anniversary. However, I've got some crazy tickets for my birthday. I'm going to see 9 Inch Nails live, pretty up close too, on my birthday, the 17th. So 17th and 18th, no dice. However, we are doing a 2-year anniversary stream. It's happening. I can't believe we have been here for 2 years. Can you guys believe that? Look at some of the icons upside down. That's like a year plus. That's almost 2 years. We're going to start to see the Korok seed. When we start to see that emoji next to names, that's 2 years. I believe that's 2 years, unless I'm mistaken about my own goddamn emojis. But some of you have been here for 2 years. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, I had that stream a couple days ago saying that the rest of January would be a little thin on content because I'm clearly still working on mental issues. So I just want to say to the people that are here right now, thank you. We're working
Really?
towards...
You are going to abandon us for 9 Inch Nails?
Yeah. Tower Dragon, absolutely. You are a piece of shit. Our dollar will collapse? Oh, God. I hope not. Julie has become a member. Thank you, Julie, for re-upping. I appreciate that, Jules. By the way, Jewel, I think I owe you a game. Can you message me on Discord? I know that, you know, listen, I had a mental breakdown. How many people had mental breakdowns? I saw 9 Inch Nails in September. It was a great show. Yes, I'm hearing that this show is incredible, so I'm excited for that. Plus the tickets were expensive for my birthday. The tickets were like $500 for 2 people.
What's going on, Jay? How different do you think the Code Veronica remake will be from the original Ray Zero remake with full Koa as the next remake?
Yep. All right. I'll talk about this. Mailsman, not yet, my friend. I will get around to that. Promise. For real, I will. Listen to this. The next Resident Evil game, rumored to be announced, coming out in 2017, maybe 16. Code Veronica.
Dude, I'm going to that same show. Holy bro.
Really? Deadman, where? How are you going to the same show? It's not in the States. Mine's on the mine's on the 17th, then there's the 18th. Did I say 2017? Toronto. It's not in Toronto, my friend. At Budweiser stage. No, that's not where Nine Inch Nails is this year. Rob Zombie, though. I'm going to go see Rob Zombie, though. Yeah, it's not that one, Rain. Rain, thank you, though. You're seeing them there. Nice. New York City. Omar, thank you. So how different do I think the Code Veronica remake will be, guys? I've been looking into this, and I could basically say that I'm 100% sure that game's coming out.
I'm so disappointed. They're saying that Resident Evil Requiem will not have native VR support. No VR, no buy at launch.
I
with
mean,
no plans for VR.
Yeah, Tower Dragon, I mean, I don't want to get into the negative space of gaming at the moment because we could have a whole stream talking about how shitty the gaming community is and the industry is at the moment. Speaking of which, there's something else I want to talk about. But yeah, I don't understand why there's no VR in this new game. I think it has to do with the scope of the game. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, you're right about that. There's no plans to bring VR to Resident Evil 9. I'm okay with that because PSVR 2 is kind of dead in the water. Not a lot of people are going to use it. So it's kind of a waste of development costs, to be honest with you. I don't think more than 10,000 people would play it. Like, I don't think there's that many PSVR 2s out there in the wild. How many of you have a PSVR 2 in the chat? I doubt there's many of you. So I could see why Capcom's like, nah. That money is going into the Switch 2 version, which, in all intensive purposes, could be a reliable version to play on the go. I don't know yet. We've seen some demos of it on the Switch 2, and it looks okay, but it's crazy to think we're getting a mainline Resident Evil 2 on release day on Switch 2. Now, it's a game key card, which is disappointing, meaning I'm not buying it for Switch 2. That's disappointing to me. If that was on the card, man, I'd buy that within 5 seconds of the announcement, right away. But the game key card situation, to this day, I still haven't bought one. I will not. I will not do it. I'll probably buy it on PC, maybe physical PS5, maybe. I don't think I need 2 copies of it. So, Omar, I do think Code Veronica will be very much a full remake and less of a remaster. I think that they're going to go in there and change a lot of it, to be honest with you. Are you going to go see Resident Evil, Return to Silent Hill? Not Resident Evil. Yes. Graveyard. My roommate asked me to that, so I will be seeing that. You need your beard back. It's coming back, isn't it? It's not bad. I heard we're getting Resident Evil 5 before Code Veronica. Well, I heard that rumor too. Resident Evil 5 full remaster, not remake, is coming, but I don't care about 5 and 6. No, thank you. So, Tower Dragon, thank you, my friend. Also, Deadman, thank you. Yeah, I wish we were going to the same show. Then I could finally fucking meet you. But no, my show is in Hamilton. So, I don't think you're going to that one. Jay, did you see the Silent Hill movie trailer? Yes, I did. It doesn't look spectacular from a filmmaking perspective, but who knows? I don't know. It's based on Silent Hill 2 this time around, so, you know, that's a plus. But I'm not hearing good things about Return to Silent Hill. I hope it's good. You guys going to go see it? Yeah. Also, the movie doesn't look great. It just, I don't know, man. Nine Inch Nails in Hamilton? Yes. Jay, when's the next Mario Kart stream? I'm not sure yet, but you live on the border. I remember that, my friend. Did you watch Marty Supreme? No, that's another movie that I was just like, nah, I don't know too much about it. In fact, I don't know anything about that. No, I don't know anything about that movie, man. I watched the Golden Globes, by the way, guys, and I was kind of lost. To be honest, I haven't been watching a lot of the Hollywood movies, so let me talk about this quickly. I watched Sinners and I watched Weapons, both of which disappointed me. I know that some people would be like, what? Sinners is a disappointment to you? I give Sinners maybe a 6 out of 10. and I give Weapons maybe a 6 out of 10. I think both those movies are creative but fall flat, in my opinion. Especially Sinners. Sinners, visually speaking, is absolutely spectacular, but at the same time, I know, listen, I have to be honest with you guys. I do not like Sinners. And the reason for that is because it's taking so many different genres and gluing them together, but it doesn't create its own story. I mean, if you are a fan of film, a lot of what you see in that movie is just taken from other films and it's glued together. Now, I'm not against that idea. Like Quentin Tarantino does that every time he makes a film. The difference is that he's stealing from movies from the 1940s, 50s, and 60s and 70s, films that I'm not privy to anymore, that are not on my retina, if you know what I mean. Did I get it on 4K? Yes. So listen, I just want to be very clear about something. Just because I don't like a movie, I still support Hollywood. I still support films. I bought Sinners on 4K. I bought Weapons on 4K. I still give them money. It's not like I download or watch these things on Netflix. Because I'm a filmmaker, I still will support it. But Sinners is like a 6 out of 10, man. Like, okay, how many people saw Sinners? There's one scene I want to ask you guys about because I honestly am like, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. But there's a scene in the movie where they all eat raw garlic. And in the film, garlic kills vampires. Like, it obliterates them. So if they ate it, they would explode. So there's a scene that's stolen directly from The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing, where they do the blood test, except they do it with garlic. So they're in a lineup and they all eat the garlic. Here's my question, though. They all eat raw garlic, the whole crew, and not even 5 minutes later, they all get attacked. Spoiler warning. Kind of. They all get attacked and some of them get turned into vampires. How come the garlic doesn't affect those vampires that they just ate? Somebody explain that one to me. Okay, so a human could eat garlic, get turned into a vampire, and now that garlic that's sitting in the stomach of that vampire doesn't do anything? Honestly, that bothered me. I'm like, wait a minute. They should be exploding. They've got fresh garlic in their system. I don't know. So, I don't know. So that I was watching and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. There's literally garlic in them. I don't know. In the movie, any part of garlic touches a vampire, they fucking explode. Now, what do I like about Sinners? I love that I absolutely love the fact that it's kind of a musical.
On a positive note, our niece Margot was born today. Our dragon, and I meet her tomorrow. I'm so excited. Congrats to my older sister and her husband.
That's amazing. Congratulations, Julie. You've got a bigger family now. Now Tower Dragon can feed everybody. Listen, bring pizza to everybody and feed them. Congratulations, dude. Vampires are dead, so I'm assuming the moment they turn, you shit yourself because you can't eat food anymore. See, that's what I wanted to discuss with you, because maybe that is the case. The garlic gets ejected from their body. I don't know. So there was that. I feel like the vampire that is the leader is very, 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 very boring. I don't think he is scary at all. I don't think the vampires are scary in the movie at all. I think that they show too much of it right away. They don't build up to it properly. It's just like, there's a vampire. Okay. It doesn't have the allure of the Lost Boys. You know, it doesn't feel like they thought it through. I know that he wrote it in 2 months, which makes sense to me. It's got a Night of the Living Dead vibe to it. Some plot holes in it here and there. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't think it's incredible. Oh, I never thought about that. Is it going to play? Oh, and don't... Weapons, by the way. How many of you guys like weapons? Garlic in the mouth is what hurts vampires. It's a Romanian unorthodox Catholic tradition to purify the dead. Yeah, I understand the lore, dead man. So it's only when it's in the mouth. I guess that's part of it, right? I saw Weapons on a flight. It was good. What did you guys think of Weapons? Jay, what do you think of DaVinci Resolve? I use it for my film. DaVinci Resolve's awesome. Are we talking about Suckerman's? No, I haven't saw that yet. Shelby Oaks, haven't seen it. Weapons, what did you guys think of Weapons? Jonas and I watched it yesterday. I give Weapons like a 7 out of 10, if that. Again, this is another movie that you expect something. I see the influence. Obviously, he's a huge fan of Magnolia. I'm sure if we look that up, he probably watched Magnolia before he made Weapons. And Magnolia is a story about different characters that all come together at the end, just like Weapons was. But here we go again with, you're using this classic lore, which is like, I don't want to give it away, but, you know, actually, I don't want to give it away. Art to your brother. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's no PTA. He can't bring that all together, man. And the villain of Weapons, she's interesting for about 5 minutes. Everybody was gloating about this character. And I don't want to get into it and give it away, but thank you, my friend, RTU brother. I appreciate the support. By the way, thank you for the gifted memberships. I think we're at like... We have 2 today. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, guys. So, yeah. I didn't like Weapons. I don't know what to say. I just didn't like it. I wish I liked it. I will probably watch it a few more times because I bought it on 4K, but Weapons is just okay. I don't know. Like if you said Weapons versus Sinners, I think that Sinners has more style, more soul, more class, more creativity. But I don't feel like they pull it off. And Weapons is a fucking mess. When you look at it from a filmmaking aspect, it's a mess. And it tries to come together in the end. To me, it's just like, okay, very predictable. I know where this is headed. And the main marketing point of that film is there's 17 children missing. Where are they? What happened to these children? The way that's handled in the movie is so bare bones basic. They're just like, oh, here's what happened to the kids. The end. I thought it was going to be like this huge mystery up until the end point of why are the kids this way? Where did they go? But no, they just like, oh yeah, by the way, there's the kids.
バットクラゲ。バットクラゲ。アナリクラゲ。
What?
バナナ。バンハナ。バナナ、バナナ、バナナ、バナナ。
Goddamn bastard. Wait a minute. Are you talking about a butt plug?
バナナ。
Ani, how dare you show up there with that? Yeah, you know, Struckman's movie, Shelby Oaks, I feel like I should watch that. There's a lot of YouTubers that are making movies nowadays. Let me just get this out of the way. I'll never be one of the big YouTubers. Oh my God. Raw Dakota. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that, dude. Oh, no.
バナナ。
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well, to be honest with you. If you're not doing well, I'm going to come down there and watch you make pancakes for me. If you know what I mean. Oh, God. Amber, what are you doing? God damn it.
Nervous sweat emoji. nervous sweat emoji, 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 nervous sweat.
There you go, guys. Just wanted to show you guys something, because I know you guys are, a lot of you are into watching like really weird movies or cool, interesting films. So there's been 3 films that Dario, how can I explain this? So if you're a fan of Giallo, which is the Italian horror movie for slasher, essentially, Dario Argento has made some amazing movies, but there's some that came out in the early 2000s that we had never watched. I actually ordered them. So Sleepless, The Card Player, and Trauma. 3 movies from Dario that we never saw. And I'm just going to say this. If you're a fan of Dario and you haven't seen this one, wow. Fucking amazing. The other 2, he starts to lose it in the early 2000s. You know, Sleepless is okay. Card Player is terrible. But it's still pretty good. So if you're a fan of these films, you gotta check out Trauma. It's probably very expensive where you live, so watch out for that. I don't know if this... I think this is the 4K version. No, this isn't. So Dario is definitely past his prime, but check that out if you're into if you're into Italian giallo, as they call it. Dude, I love those movies. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Amber, thank you for that, by the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Ani. I appreciate the bananas. So those are the movies that Jonas and I have been watching. You guys watch anything good lately? Like I said, Weapons I wasn't a huge fan of, and I wasn't a huge fan of Sinners either, which is really odd. I wanted to love Sinners, but SG, did you say you're going to Italy on a solo trip? You deserve it. Dude, if I went to Italy alone, Raw Dakota would have to show up with me. I watched some new porn. Just kidding. Thank you, Raw Dakota. That's exactly what we wanted to know. Listen, I'll be right back. I gotta drop the logs. Okay, I'm alive. Listen, drop logs right onto the floor. Pick them up with tissue paper. Throw them in the toilet. If that's not how you're shitting, then you know what? You're not doing it properly. Leave for a minute, the stream falls to pieces. Probably. All right. The log that could... What are we talking about there? So I just wanted to say this quickly. Tim says, what's your favorite movie of 2025? Fuck. That's a difficult one, man. Let me think about that. I saw a lot of movies. What are your favorites? Maybe you could jog my memory on that one. I'm trying to think of some. But as I think about them, I just want to say thank you to everybody for the support. Just to give you kind of an update here. I've got my best friend Jonas here. We hang out like once a year for like a week. So we're doing our movie stuff. We've watched like 7 movies that we've meant to watch over the last 15 years of our lives. We finally watched some of them. And they're not all spectacular. Watch like The Innocents and, that's from 1964, I believe. So there's some movies that we're watching that are pretty old. Old Hitchcock. There's a couple of Stanley Kubrick films there that I've never seen before. The Killing. So we're going through that stuff. Wake Up Dead Man for me says, I haven't seen that. What else have you guys seen this year? I finally watched Sinners, Weapons. I'm trying to think what we watched just recently. Abigail? Is Abigail one? The vampire one? That was okay. Wasn't great. J-Ram says, I haven't watched many movies in 2025. Yeah, you know what? It kind of was a slow year. I mean, I feel like it's a slow year for everything. Video games and films. My movie's coming out this year. One Battle After Another. I ordered that. It's showing up on the 20th. I can't wait for it. PTA, one of my favorite directors as well. Boogie Nights, Magnolia, classics. Obviously, There Will Be Blood. But Hard Boiled, he also did that before. But Magnolia and Boogie Nights, 2 movies that got me into filmmaking. I'd say that Magnolia got me into filmmaking much more than Boogie Nights did. But Boogie Nights is amazing. SG says, same. I feel like movies are a bit too much time sink. I'm actually working and prefer meaningless streams like this one. Oh, brother. Ani, I agree with that. So, exactly, I think 6 days from now, we're going to be watching the... I can't believe... I'm saying this, but in about 6 days, we're going to be watching the Xbox event. I don't think we're going to see anything spectacular out of that event. Apparently, there's a big secret game that's going to get revealed. The 4th game, they're calling it. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I think it could be anything. My guess is it might be Dead Rising. I don't know about that, though. But yeah, it's, again, one says probably Fable. High Guard Remastered. God damn it. Can you guys believe that? Now, apparently, Jeff Keighley is saying that High Guard didn't actually pay for the biggest spot at the Game Awards, which makes no sense. So if you guys don't know the whole story about the Game Awards, to have your game play at the Game Awards usually costs about $1 million, $1.3 million to get your trailer up into the Game Awards. That's legitimate. Now, the biggest reveal of the night is usually the last reveal, and that tends to cost even more money. We're talking like, 1.6 to $2 million, depending on how much time you have at the end of the show there. And it's the most, anticipated moment of the night. Now, if you guys remember, High Guard was announced this year in that spot, and it disappeared into nothingness. I'm pretty sure the game comes out in like less than 2 weeks, and there hasn't been anything to do with that game. Ani, thank you. Amber Heard, thank you. Raw Dakota, thank you. R2 Brother Burrito, thank you, my friend. I appreciate the support, guys. We're 2 years into this. I still can't believe we're doing it. Once the snow pisses off, we could do... I miss doing the hiking streams. I know you guys love those hiking streams, so I can't wait to get back out there and do more of that stuff. It's probably not coming out anytime soon. Yeah, High Guard disappeared. So if you guys don't know about this game, it was announced at the Game Awards as the last game of the night. They're like, hey, we're shadow dropping it in a couple of months. They haven't said a peep. So I can only imagine millions of dollars went into the development of that game. And the reception clearly states nobody wants that game. It's dead on arrival. And that is another huge loss for the gaming community because a lot of people worked on that and the game is now basically canceled, which is absolutely insane to see. Prison architecture? Who's texting me? Linus Text Tips. Wow, Linus has just made a post. Some serious shit going down. I don't know what that's about. Supposed to get 7 inches of snow tonight. Tomorrow, oh my God. By the way, how's the weather everywhere? We had some major storms here that literally took out our power a few times, the internet. Linus Nipple Tips. He is Canadian, by the way. Black Sheep, how are you, my friend? Snowing in Long Island. Dude, I love Long Island. I want to go back. Miss says it's cold as shit here. I was in Australia a week ago. Jesus, you're in Australia? You guys are
Listen,
crazy.
fire me. Henry, start the stream. Let's go.
Wood, just sick of
You're fired.
Just fucking sick of your bullshit. Just showing up here whenever you want. There was a dude on Joe Rogan talking about doing a vampire movie based in space. Does anyone remember that? Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. A vampire movie based in space? Sounds like a terrible idea. Also, it's been done. It's called Ghosts of Mars. And it's a John Carpenter movie, and it's fucking terrible. You know what's crazy? Let's talk about this quickly. There's certain filmmakers that make incredible movies, but then they make a few duds. John Carpenter, he's made a few duds. That being one of them. Although it's not that bad, but it's like a really weird John Carpenter movie. About to see 28 years later, Bone Temple. I have no idea. No idea about that. I still haven't seen 28 years later. I'm really behind on that one. Hamo, thank you, my friend. Who do we have here still? Booch, thank you. I appreciate you. A fart that smells. Congratulations. Oh, no. Are they fucked
Not
up?
my fault. YouTube notifications are...
Yep. I made a post, and it went out like 24 hours later. What'd you think about The Creator? Haven't watched it. I own it on Blu-ray. Kind of a fan of that director. Forget his name at the moment, but I don't know. The Bone Temple was a trip. I hear it's amazing. I look forward to seeing that. Deus Irene. What's this one? It's a demon-possessed movie that replaces demons with Lovecraftian entities. Practical effects are amazing. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Gareth Edwards. That's it. Boom. Got it. Neil Blomkamp didn't live up to the hype. No, he did not. I like the fact that a lot of you really enjoy filmmaking. So I like talking about that sometimes on the show, which we'll be doing a little bit more in the future. Just, again, January is a bit of a write-off for me. I wouldn't call it a write-off in terms of entertaining you guys, but I explained to you guys, I'm going through a life journey at the moment, as they would call them. I hate calling that, but psychiatrists, they say that it is a journey, and you should look at it that way. Like you're overcoming something, or you're going somewhere, and you're going to go to a destination. I hate that lingo, but whatever. So if you guys don't know, I'm doing therapy at the moment. I do it through video. Oddly enough, it's expensive, but it has helped me. I think that my mood is much better than it was in the last couple of months, and I honestly feel like I needed that time off. So thank you. I appreciate it. And you guys may notice I'm still slightly a bit weird. That's because I'm still figuring out who I am. All of a sudden, you wake up sometimes when you get older, and you're like, who am I? What am I doing in life? Why am I here? You'll do that. You'll do that. Everybody will go through that stage in life and go, I don't know what I'm doing. So that happened to me. I think one of the catalysts was I was sitting around saying to myself, why do I not like video games? Maybe you guys can relate to this, but I'm like, I don't like gaming as much as I used to. And I get this anxious feeling when I sit down to play a game, even like Super Mario Galaxy. I was like, what? I grew up on this stuff, and I can't sit here and enjoy it longer than 5 minutes. Even the Terminator 2 game, which is amazing. It's called Terminator 2 No Fate. Classic side-scroller, shoot 'em up, beat 'em up. Love the game. Playing it for 20 minutes, great. All of a sudden, I'm like, I freak out. So, that was a big deal. It made me see like, okay, something's not right. Something is not right with my head. So I looked into it. I figured it all out. Who knew? I guess everybody goes through that. Have you ever woken up and thought gaming is a waste of time? Maybe some of you have and some of you haven't, but I hope it doesn't happen to you, because gaming is very enjoyable, but holy shit. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Grim says I'm there right now. See, that's what I'm saying. It's so weird. SG says game isn't fun as it used to be because you're not quote unquote bored. Gaming is best when you're extremely bored. Your mind is occupied by something else. True. Embrace the gayness, says Stealth. Thank you, Stealth. I am going to.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Bubster, how are you, my friend? Says, I love gaming. Can see escaping from reality for a moment is important. So that's what I used to do with gaming, guys. Growing up, depression, all that nonsense. You kind of look at other things to try to escape your own reality because you don't know how to handle your own reality. You want to live through somebody else, or you want to experience something that you're unable to experience in your own current life. So you start to watch movies, you start to play video games. Either it's going to impress you and it's going to fulfill that need of wanting to do something else, or at least experience something else. But when you get older, this is crazy. When you're young, everything you like changes as you grow. You don't realize as a kid, you think you're going to fall in love with the same thing over and over and over as you get older. But as you get older, you start to appreciate things that can be considered to be less entertaining as you get older. And you start to do things that you never thought you would do. And I realize what it is now. It's all coping mechanisms, because when you get older, you want to shut the world off because the world's a fucking shithole, as we know at this current time. It's not spectacular, that's for sure. So you try to play these games, you listen to music, you watch movies, you think about those things, and you escape your own reality. Well, here's something I'm going to tell you guys that I'm sure most of you are going to understand and completely say, oh yeah, Jay's right about this. The idea of playing a video game or watching a film to escape your own reality is actually not a great thing for you. And that's saying a lot about who you are as a person. Now, I'm not saying that the people that just want to tune out for a bit and escape their reality are not mentally bad, unstable people. But based on research and based on what I'm looking into, These things are meant for enjoyment, not for escapism. It's nice to experience a story, but I don't think humans are supposed to escape reality as much as I used to think when I was a kid. I used to think that like watching E.T. was the best thing ever because I enjoyed it. I love the story. E.T. is adorable. I love the fact that I could experience that story. But internally, I was broken as a person, and I can admit that to you guys now. I'm exposing myself live. That's why it's called JKB Exposed. The reason I like those things and I escape into them so much is because I'm broken as a human, as a man. I'm broken. Why am I broken? I'm not going to get into that on the show, but I can tell you that it's deeply rooted in from being a child who didn't have certain things in their life and didn't hear certain things, and I developed differently than most people would. So what it all comes down to is you need to love yourself. And I'm not even joking. If you can have peace of mind and you're happy with who you are and you love yourself, you could work at that and be positive. All of these things I'm talking about, the movies, the video games, you start to enjoy them in a different way. And it's not because you're trying to escape into them. It's because you want to literally experience them and feel that positivity rather than go into it from a negative aspect. I know I'm getting pretty heavy on you guys right now, but I'm telling you, life is different when you love yourself. When you hate yourself and you're not a fan of who you are and you hate your own voice, life is difficult. But life is difficult as is, without that pressure put on top by yourself. You don't need to live that way. So I know that some of you, and the reason I bring this up right now is some of you are living that way at this current moment in time where the stress of the world's getting to you, family issues are getting to you, your personal relationships are getting to you. You can't even look in the mirror without being like, I don't like this person that I'm looking at. Once you settle out your own demons, then you can experience true peace of mind. And I don't mean to come here and be like, guys, I'm healed. I'm not fucking even close to being healed. But what I'm saying is video games, movies, comic books, manga, anime, all of that stuff becomes way more enjoyable when you actually care about yourself. Now, am I saying that everyone's going to go out there and be able to fix themselves? No. But I hope you guys can to the people that need it. And that's all I wanted to say. That's what I've experienced with therapy over the last couple of months and figuring it out. That's it. Also, you say in the chat, I need a girlfriend. Well, listen, let me just say something about that really quick. The answer to being at peace with yourself never has to do with someone else. Let me say that. If you can't be at peace and be okay with being alone, then you don't deserve to be with somebody. You're not in a position to be with somebody. You shouldn't be with somebody just because you need somebody. That's a hard lesson to learn. So you getting a girlfriend is not going to solve anything. If you just think I need a girlfriend to solve my life right now, that's the wrong way to look at it. I wish I learned that as a child. I really did. I really wish I learned that as a kid. Trust me, if you're not mentally sound, you can make your life a million times worse by getting a girlfriend, especially if you're not prepared for it. You may say you're prepared, but yeah, it helps though. Depends what you're talking about and where you're coming from. Having a girlfriend can help, but no relationship's going to work unless you love yourself. And I hate to say that because I know that a lot of people out there that watch the show are the same as me, very difficult on themselves. If you don't love yourself as a person or accept who you are and you go into a relationship, it's doomed. I don't care who you are. No relationship's going to help you or save you at the end of the day. Elvis, I love you.
Congratulations.
But no, that's how it goes. So I hope you guys learned something from my little stupid journey I'm going through at the moment. you don't, Alan, I love you. You don't need a partner. You need to love yourself first. Once you do that, you get such good confidence in you and you know your own worth. If you're not worth something to yourself, you got to make yourself worth something. You can't just sit around and be like, yeah, I'm depressed, I'm lonely, I play video games to escape reality. Well, I hate to tell you this, how is that attractive to anybody? It's not. And that's something I've realized, you know, the last 8 years of relationships that I've been in, not many girls, like 3 or 4 in 8 years. And what did I get out of all of that? I learned my lesson. And I'm not blaming them. Everybody has mental issues, but what I'm blaming is, well, there is accountability. There's a part of that. But I also needed to take accountability to be like, hey, you're not, you know, you're not amazing, Jay. Which, true.
Jay-Z is the only therapy I need.
There you go. It's all about offspring, and that's what's missing, maybe. Well, let's not get religious. How many of you out there are religious, by the way? I've never asked that, really. How many of you are religious in the chat? And I'm not judging you. I'm just seeing here. Cosmic's religious. Siegfried's religious. You know what's cool about this? Neverblown says I'm anti-religious. Well, that's one thing. Malik says yes. There's a lot of you that aren't. Used to be, says Adam Theory. Yes, there's some people that, yeah, don't go to church, J-Ram. True. Adrian, you are. Not a fan of organized religion, says Spookster. Nope. Satan, hail Satan. Pat man, how are you, my friend? I love how Satan says nope. Okay, so it looks like 95% of you are not religious. So let me just say something quickly. You know, I understand why people turn to religion because they want to be part of something, part of a community, and they want answers, right? It's like a Steven Spielberg movie. All Steven Spielberg movies feel amazing, and they answer everything you want. There's no questions. At the end of E.T., you're not wondering what's going to happen. You get the whole story out of that, and it's an amazing experience, right? I think that's what people get out of religion. That's my guess. They feel like they're part of something greater and they're doing something important, which is fine. You know what? I actually have no issue with people that have that emotion about religion. There are very nice religious people in my community, and I'm friends with some of them. Now, on the other hand, I'm not religious at all. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I'm pretty proud of the fact that we can be a community where we're not attacking each other over this stuff. We're not saying it's nonsense. We're not saying this. We're not saying that. Give it a try. When I was young, kind of got into that a little bit, but it definitely is not for me. I don't agree with a lot of it. But you know what? I'm also learning to keep to myself and not really get into that. Do I think that... do I think religion's like an be-all, end-all answer to people's peace of mind? No. I think that happens internally. I wouldn't say religion's the answer for that. But I'm proud of the fact that we're all together in this. That's pretty impressive. You know, there's most gaming communities out here and YouTube communities. They don't get along like that. It's the universe, man. It's the universe, man. You're true. You're true on that one. Demolition Daddy, how are you? 1-2 cents says Buddhism. Oh. You converted to Buddhism. Buddha. How do you even say that? I'm saying it correctly, right? All right. Let's talk about some gaming stuff here really quick. How many of you have played the upgraded Animal Crossing? Okay, so I have a lot to say about this. Nintendo tries to push these things like they're big deals, like it's going to change the world. Now, they've made a few different changes in Animal Crossing. I love it, and I love that you can upgrade to like 9,000 items for like I think it's like 1.5 million bells. Like it's ridiculous to actually get it to happen, but I think that there's just a lot of content they added, but the update doesn't really do much past what they said it would do. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. I mean, it looks incredible on Switch 2. Cost $6 in Canada to upgrade to the Switch 2 copy. Visually speaking, it's very, very, very crystal clear, which is nice to see. It loads much quicker. But when it comes to the new content, they kind of I don't know. They have this like sleep mode where you guys can have like, this is really weird. You can go into sleep, like a journey mode where you're literally asleep, and you can create your own island while you're sleeping with your friends. So it's kind of like a creation tool where there's no time constraints when it comes to the town itself and the actual timeline. So it's nice to be able to, at nighttime, to just fool around and make a city without having to worry about how many items you have. You know, and the other cool thing is you can now play with 12 people online with voice chat, with video. That's cool. I will give it that. So, you know, if you're the type of person that plays that game to relax with your friends, it's fucking awesome now.
Why are you straight for Nintendo, asking for a banana man friend?
Scott, listen, thank you for being a member for 23 months. I'm going to come down there and put a Switch Mini in your ass.
Oh?
So, why am I straight for Nintendo? I don't know what that means, but I'm definitely not straight for Nintendo. Nintendo does a lot of stupid things. Really stupid things. Mario Kart World was garbage. It still, to a degree, in my opinion, is not great. But they've worked on it a little bit. Being able to custom pick the items now, that's awesome. Other than that, the game still feels void of a soul. Like, that open world is pointless. Don't know how we got to that, Nintendo. But, yeah. And Sony, don't even get me started with Sony. Lack of first-party games. What are we doing on that side? And then Xbox, don't even mention Xbox. I haven't turned my Xbox Series X on for, I'm not kidding, since 2 days after Indiana Jones came out on that system. That's like a year and a half. Maybe more now. Gaming, man. I play more on my PC than those consoles, even on the Switch 2. And the Switch 2 plays backwards compatible. It plays all of the original Switch games much better. That's what I use it for. I look at a Switch 2 and think it's just essentially an upgraded Switch. Because that's all it really is at the end of the day. There's nothing super special about the Switch 2. It's just a Switch 1 that's upgraded. The end. We don't need to discuss it further. We all know that. The game keycard situation, don't even get me started. Mortal Kombat 8 Deluxe. Is that what you're talking about? Nintendo should do a Mario Kart GTA like Simpsons Hit and Run. Dude, I've been saying that for years. I thought if you're going to do a Mario game on the Switch 2, just have it at Princess Peach's castle. You open the doors up, and there's a whole world to discover with Mario Karts, with every aspect of Mario Galaxy included as well. Mario Sunshine, all of those classics, just in an open world environment. I think that could be incredible, but I don't think we're going to get anything like that from Nintendo. I wish. Adam says game key cards are why the Switch 2 is a disappointment. Absolutely. I'll never back down from that argument. I'll never buy a game key card either. Ugh. Guys, we all know game key cards in like 15, 20 years are literally just plastic. You're not going to be able to do anything with them. So what games are you guys currently playing? I'm playing Terminator 2, No Fate. Incredible, man. That game is fucking amazing. I hope you guys are excited because I think in about a week we're doing the Xbox Direct. We're going to watch that together. Apparently there's a fourth game that's going to be revealed. I think it's probably Fable, but I think we're going to see Forza Horizon 6, which I'm very excited. I love that game, that series. Booch, how are you, buddy? Pong, Sonic Generations, J-Ram's playing? Nice. That's an old one now. I went back to Mario Galaxy 1, says Grim. Nice, man. Dude, I love getting 100% on those games. Booch, what game are you playing? Let me take a wild guess.
Congratulations.
It's Flight Simulator, isn't it? It is, isn't it? So how is everyone doing, by the way? I haven't asked this. You know, Christmas is past. We're in the new year. Lots of shit happening this year. Maybe a console exclusive announcement coming in June from Xbox. I don't know. But did everyone have a good holiday? Everyone make it through? We didn't lose anybody, I hope. Alan Jones says, I'm doing good. Stormtrooper, thank you for the support. Appreciate it, guys. Like I said, the rest of this month is a bit of a write-off for me because, again, if I'm going to continue to live stream, I need to mentally be all here. And I'm doing much, much better. You know, 3 weeks ago, not pretty. Not pretty at all. Omar, what's up? Christmas in Vietnam was good. Crazy, dude. 2.5 months until spring. Holy shit. Guys, we're going to go hiking basically as much as possible. I can't wait to get back out there, man. John says, I've been playing Need for Speed Heat. Nice. Dude, I used to love those games. Scott says, I'm sick of protests. Well, I don't think you're the only one. But protests are important because they're protesting something that is considered to be probably a major issue within the community. And I know what you're talking about here, but I do have a very strict I have a very, very strict no whatsoever politics on this show. So I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah. Glamorous says, my plan is to get ripped again. You were ripped? Like what? I don't think I've ever seen what Glamorous Frog looks like. Like it's not that it's like a big mystery, but we don't know what you look like. Oh, mystery. What's up, dude? I just modded a Vita OLED. Wow, game changer. That sounds incredible, dude. Okay, what do you think about the PC RAM shortage situation? Well, from a content provider background, I would say that I think that we're in deep shit, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, RAM is being taken over by AI farming, so we're up shit creek. I don't know what to say about that other than the fact that I would say the next 2 years of buying anything that has RAM in it is not going to be pretty. And it sucks, man, because building PCs is fucking awesome. And console gaming is not.
Can we watch you react to your first videos back on this channel?
Yeah, actually. Grim, that's not a terrible idea. I think we will do that in the coming weeks. That's actually something, oddly enough, that's on a list that I made. I would love to go back and show you guys the original JKB. Just one stream, we sit back and I explain to you, this is what we used to be, this is what we are now. Totally different people. Kind of. I was always insane. I think I've always been on just this, I don't know what it is. I've always thought I'm not very entertaining, so I have to act like an idiot. I think I can be very entertaining. I know I could tell stories in a very enjoyable way that keeps you engaged. You guys like the story times, but I've never felt like an entertainer, even though I know that I should have been one from a young age. I should have been making people laugh from a very young age. I was always a class joker. When I was with my family young, I would roast my own family at get-togethers. So I should have gotten into this when I was much younger. Now I'm too old and decrepit, and I just shit my own pants.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Which I did do once, just so you guys know. One time I was leaving a girl's house, Kat Jovi, used to be on the show here, got to the bottom of the driveway and just absolutely shit my pants. Turned around, went right back into her house, and got directly into the shower. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I think everybody's done it once, right? Yeah? No? Nobody? All right. Major announcement time. I've been sitting on this one. And no, it's not a cock.
Group begins in 5 minutes.
Listen, thank you for the support. I appreciate the $2. That's disgusting. You guys are going to do it in a group setting? Like, what? How does that work? Oh, I'm thinking about it right now. A group of men just shitting in a circle. Are we outside? Is it in a farmer's field? Is it on the floor of a kitchen? Are we in the basement? Are people tied up? Like, what? What? Oh. In a circle. Listen, shit in a circle and stare at each other. Let's go. Stormtrooper, thanks for that visual. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. How many of you guys are getting involved in the shit circle? Let me know in the chat. We're going off the rails, man. We're going off the rails. Oh no, here we go. Here we go.
I've never sheed my pants. I did lose a ball once.
He did. You know what's amazing about it? I was there. I saw it fall out. So, yep. Jostler, thank you. I appreciate you, buddy. You are a lunatic. Let's change the voice up. It's been a while since I changed the voice. Let's go to... Let's do my voice. There we go. We've changed it. Just once. Yes, I saw it. I saw it once. I saw your balls once. And then you had one. So.
Congratulations.
So listen. I was going to say something. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what... Okay.
JKB back at it again with a shit bukake.
Why do I sound like I'm Mexican? Wait a minute. This is not... This isn't normal. Wait.
JKB back at it again with a shit bukake.
I'm like a French farmer for some reason. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jason. Comment t'appelles-tu? Going to shit on your chest. What? Why? Why am I a French... All right, here we go. Major announcement. So as you guys know, Jonas is here, right? He's back there. He's in his bedroom. Right now, Jonas is in the room doing this. Oh. So listen. He leaves Wednesday. That son of a bitch. He leaves Wednesday. I'll try to get him on stream. I doubt it. Hey. See? He won't do it. So listen. This Thursday on the show, this coming Thursday, everything's going to look different. I'm finally working on the opening and these screens
Wait,
here.
come back, Jesus. Listen, I just exposed my meat.
I think it's a bad idea that I've put my voice into this. Checkmate, thank you for the support. Appreciate the $2. Thank you. So this Thursday, all of these screens you see and some of the alerts and stuff are all changing finally. So it's taken a bit of time because I wanted it to look cool, but finally, for the new year, we're getting a new look on the show. So it's going to be great. I'm excited. It's going to be great. Lots of greatness. Well, dang, I was hoping we could hang this week since I'm off all work, maybe Thursday or later. Listen, Vapist, if you have plans with me, you got to text
This year
me.
I'm making Lightside Bill, you guys.
No, I'm not. This year I'm not. Actually, I have an idea for a short film that I'd like to do, but we'll see about that later. Thank you to everybody. We have we actually have 7 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. If you guys want to support the show this year, easiest thing to do is gifted memberships because it drives people back to my show. So thank you to everybody that's been gifting memberships. Thank you to everybody that's been donating. I appreciate you guys. And least, even in the least here, thank you to the people that just watch my show. Thank you for that. I'm choking. Hang on.
I notice you have not been wearing your new favorite hat.
JKB back with another video. Rich can peg me anytime.
Listen, he can. Raw Dakota, that hat can go fuck itself.
Yo, Seals, stay
This is still
gay.
the best voice ever. Pena.
It is. Ani, I do love that voice.
Banana.
Thank you. Banshee, thank you to you as well. Ani, I appreciate you still being silly here. I appreciate that. I like the way you look. Raw Dakota says, I haven't been wearing my favorite hat. Dude, I won't wear that hat ever on the show, so I don't know what you're getting at here. Thank you guys for the support. What the hell's going on
Listen, I'd like to announce that I finally moved into my girlfriend's house. The 2-family home is no more! Oh yeah, it's pagan time, let's go.
No, I'm not cheering to that.
Congratulations.
Hang on.
Are you smoking your socks?
Thank you, guys. Mystery, is that true? You moved in with your girlfriend? That's a major step. That's amazing, dude. If you're being serious. I can never tell when people are being serious on this show. I hope so. Rich, what do you mean Rich moved? Rich didn't move, did he? No, Rich didn't move, did he? I don't think he moved. Spookster, thank you so much for saying that. I look forward to that as well. That's a great event that's going to happen in real life, I'm assuming. Also, send me some of that stuff from your uncle's collection. I loved it. Root beer, by the way. We're talking about root beer. He just streams at her house sometimes. Oh, yeah. All right, here's a few things I wanted to talk about quickly. I saw Keemstar's trying to get DSP and Wings and some other guy onto LolCow for $1,000 up front each. Well, the desperation's at a new level. What I don't understand is if I am Wings and I'm DSP and I'm that other guy, $1,000 to go on the show, one episode, why the fuck wouldn't you do that? I would do that right away. Remember, guys, I went on LolCow for about a month and a half or two. I made about 7,000 US. Was that worth it? Not really, but I still made sure I got paid to go on that nonsense. Jostler, never heard that. So here's one thing I wanted to bring up here that I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there because I know a lot of the people in the gaming community, the retro gaming community. As you guys know, Billy from the Game Chasers passed away. And it's been difficult for a lot of us, but there's an aspect to this that I haven't really discussed and I want to be open about it right now. I don't know the details of everything that's happened, but let's just be clear. The Game Chasers are Billy and Jay. That's it. The Game Chasers are Billy and Jay. Now, Billy has unfortunately passed away. That should have left the show to Shady J. But, and I'm being truthful and open about this, something has happened behind the scenes where Shady J has been pushed out of every aspect of the Game Chasers, including now, he just made a post last night, and this is why I'm talking about it. He has been removed as one of the admins from the Game Chasers Facebook page, which includes the Game Chasers main channel. You've probably wondered why there hasn't been an update video on the Game Chasers channel, why Shady J didn't show up on that channel. I'm here to put this in the public eye, and I think that the audience needs to speak up here. There's all of this drama, which I'm not going to get into, between Shady J and I'm assuming Billy's wife. I don't know what's going on there. Something's happened. I don't know the details, so I'm not going to speak on it. But it's very clear that something's happened. So what I wanted to do is just talk about this openly and just say this. The Game Chasers are Billy and Jay. If you plan on taking that Game Chaser channel and doing anything in the future with that channel, which I don't think Billy wanted anyone to do anything with that, which if that's the case, then that's his final choice. The problem is that you handled it very poorly, and I'm talking directly to the Billy estate. Whoever's in charge of the Game Chasers right now, you've done something that is inexcusable. And I don't care what's happened behind the scenes. If Billy asked for you to never upload a video, that's fully up to Billy. The problem here is that the way that Shady J has been treated over the last 3 months since Billy passed away is fucking disgusting. And as a fan of the show and as a friend of the Game Chasers, for more than a lot of other people that like that show, including beat-em-ups, who I still to this day will say publicly, I think he used the situation, but that's just me.
I'm going to come down there and move in with, yeah.
You better move in with me because we're going to be living in a fucking van down by the river. So, I'm just putting it out there. The attitude and the way Shady J has been treated is not helping the legacy of the Game Chasers whatsoever. If you really cared about the Game Chasers, Jay would be right up front on the Game Chasers channel talking about what happened now. He'd have a video out there. He would have full ownership, to be honest, of the Game Chasers to a degree. I'm not going to get into the logistics who I think owns the show now, but I'm going to just say once and for all, I think it's embarrassing and pathetic the way that Jay has been treated. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe that this has happened. So, long story short, Shady J has been kicked out of the Game Chasers in every regard, every aspect. And he's not even allowed to talk about his friend who has passed away on the Game Chasers channel. He has no direct access to his fans. And let me reiterate, the reason why the Game Chasers are so big as they were was not just because of Billy. And the disrespect that's being shown to Jay right now is disgusting. He built that show just as much as Billy did. I don't care if Billy sat there and edited the show and felt some sort of ownership over it. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. That has nothing to do with the fact that in reality, that show is 50-50 Billy and Jay. And the way that it's been handled is absolutely disgusting. So I don't have an NDA. I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want to say, and that's what I wanted to say. It's disgusting. So the legacy can't be changed. I want to make it very clear. The reason the Game Chasers are who they are today is because of Shady J and because of Billy. You're never going to change that. So you can try to erase Jay from the show at the end here, or you can take away his fame from that show. But you're not fooling anybody. Everybody knows who made that show popular. Shady J and Billy. So I wanted to say that out of respect to Shady J, because I can't believe the way he's been treated. Obviously, you guys don't know the complete behind-the-scenes details of what's happened here, but it looks like Billy's wife has decided to take the channel over herself, which she, I guess, has the rights to do, at least from a legal standpoint. I don't know the details. I'm going to add allegedly to all of this stuff. I don't know what she's doing. But the fact that she's pushed Shady J away with no statements, with no disregard, with disregard to Jay, is disgusting. I don't know what's gone on behind the scenes, but I feel like somebody needs to say something about this, and I guess I'll be the first one to say it. So it's fucked up. You know, business should never become the most important part of a relationship such as that, but I think that there's aspects at play that no one's understanding here. She sure was a fan of Woods, though. Well, and that, you know, we already discussed that, guys. We went through detail of that. Remember, there's a reason why Billy and Wood and that other guy are in all of the videos at the end, but Shady J is in nothing. Things happen for a reason. It looks like it's destroyed friendships and it's destroyed the legacy, to be honest, and it's sad to see that it went down this way. So I don't think it can be fixed at this point, but I think it's important to stick up for your friends who are your friends. Also, there was this lie going around, which I'm not going to get into the detail of, but there was this lie going around that Shady J did something at the end there and people were angry at him, but now I'm actually hearing the truth. And, you know, without getting into super detail here, it's like you hear these stories and you hear them from prominent people, such as Beat 'em Ups and you know, 8-Bit Eric and all this stuff. But then you kind of hear the truth. It takes a couple of months to hear the actual truth, and you realize that somebody got pushed out of that legacy. It's not a conspiracy, guys, out there. So everything I ever said about that, I still stand by that. Something happened there, and we'll never get the true answer to it, but it's fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing trying to be this. It pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. Let's just say that here's Shady J, here's Billy. Right at the end, somebody comes waltzing in to be the hero. And of course, they still look like the hero to this day. Saved the day, saved the legacy, saved everything, and then they walked out of there the hero. Well, I hate to say this, but I'm talking directly to you, Wood. You're not the fucking hero in this situation. There's a lot of people, a lot of fucking people that feel that way. So good luck on your career. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, man. Yeah, Sea Monkey. Yeah, I mean, there's speculation, right? People are going to speculate on what's happening. Is it a money pull? I'm assuming it's a money thing, allegedly. I'll just add that in. You know, obviously there's some money to be made there off of the legacy of the Game Chasers, and I believe that Billy's son should be entitled to that money. I'm not saying that he shouldn't. In fact, Shady J has publicly stated that he wants to continue doing things with Game Chaser's name, and he said that he is, quote-unquote, perfectly fine giving up all proceeds to Billy's son. So that's been made public. It's not like this is a money thing where Shady J is like, I need my fucking money. Just to be clear as well, Shady J has publicly stated that he does not mean to make a cent off the Game Chasers. In fact, that Billy's son could take it all. He said that it's not about that. So you have somebody coming out on one side saying it's not about the money. So again, not that it's a lot of money, and not that I don't believe the money should go to Billy's son at this point in time. It's, again, the lack of respect to Jay. Saying like Jay had nothing to do with the success of the Game Chasers. That's ridiculous. There was personalities on that show that created that show. Just like if you took my personality away, you would not have JKB. It would just be some white guy sitting here being an asshole. Yeah, ones. Yeah, at the same time, it showed that someone accessed the Game Chasers channel was out of their place. That's extremely sus as fuck. Dude, I mean, yes, we could get into the details of that as well. It looks like somebody was on the Game Chasers website because they uploaded, or, you know, they haven't uploaded anything there, but they've been signed in. So I don't know the details of it. We could speculate over this whole thing over and over and over, but at that point, it would just be drama nonsense. And I'm just saying what I need to say because I feel like somebody should say it and stick up for Shady J. So at the end of the day, the whole event, I got to be honest with you guys, has broken a lot of YouTubers, me included. Partially why I'm so fucked up lately is because Billy is dead and he's not coming back, and it's impossible to comprehend. I don't think you guys quite understand the scope of what that means. If you know every YouTuber in the gaming community, which I know 90% of them, Billy is the last person that you would expect to not be alive right now. It's so traumatizing. It makes no sense. The fact that he has a child is so fucked up. Like, I can't escape that. It hasn't hit me yet. I can't believe he died of cancer. I can't fucking believe it. And I'm not going to name names, but I've talked to other YouTubers right now saying, like, we don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I still, to this day, guys, it affected me in a way that it'll change me for the rest of my life. I think it's also because I realized that I'm a YouTuber as well. Nowhere as successful as Billy was. But in the same vein, I have some success, and I can understand what he went through in the end there, you know, because I've dealt with people that have died from cancer, but I still can't comprehend the amount of stress he must have felt knowing that he's a YouTuber. His primarily making money off of YouTube to feed his family, you know, without getting into detail, I'm sure his family's okay now, but the stress of that, of being a YouTuber and trying to bring that money in, it can be extraordinary at times. And to know that you're not going to get better, it's just, it bothers me, guys. Robert, what's up? It's just one of those things that I can't believe. So not to bring down the whole stream here, guys, but holy shit, man. It's still difficult to think about. Sheetrock, okay, if you guys have never seen The Game Chasers, go watch it. Stress is a silent killer. Yes, well, let me say this, and then I'll move on from this, like, fucking trauma dump. This is very important that you guys hear this. Stress kills. Absolutely. Heart attacks, strokes, all of that stuff can be linked up to stress. I'll be very open with you guys. The last 2 months, man, I've realized that I've been living my life under this cloud of stress, this anxiety. This anxiety has pushed me to do things that I either didn't want to do or I did want to do, wasn't able to do it. I've lost relationships because of my anxiety. I've lost jobs. I've lost money. I've lost everything in my life because of my own anxiety. That's something that I can't put on anybody else, including my parents that, you know, most people would say, oh, I got this because I was young and I couldn't handle it and blah, blah, blah. There's a portion of that that I believe is true. When you're growing up, you're developing. If you don't develop properly, you can end up quite a mess. Now, over the last couple of months, it's been difficult, and I'll say it openly. I finally realized how much life I am giving up to be in this situation I'm in, and I've only put myself in it. Once you realize that in life, you start to heal. You start to realize why I've been the way I've been. Why have I been so negative? So, you can get help. Yeah. Vapus for sure. Stress can also cause real phenomena that can affect you physically. Absolutely, man. You guys have no idea how bad stress can affect your personal life physically as well. Mentally, obviously. But physically, man, I've been to the hospital. I've been to the hospital because of panic attacks in my life probably 100 times. I don't know how to explain that to you guys, except I think I'm dying. So sometimes you just have to go to the hospital. Welcome to having panic disorder. Uncle Mike, what's up, dude? So rather than me, why are you so stressed? I'm not stressed anymore, to be honest with you guys. I have something known as residual stress. I also have panic disorder and stress disorder, which is an underlining, issue from being a child. But once you start to break this stuff apart, it becomes easier. You got to let things go. And the last couple of streams I've come here and I'm trying to tell you guys, if you feel like it's the end of your rope, it isn't. It actually is not even close to the end of the rope. I know that a lot of people right now in the holidays felt like shit, depressed, alone, anxiety ridden. You felt like no one was there for you. Dude, the power of being able to have self-respect for yourself and have the self-discipline to be able to sit in a room alone without being depressed, without it being driven by anxiety, all of these things are fucking incredible, super powerful things that I've learned over the last couple of weeks. And I'm not going to sit here on stream moving forward and being like, here's how you fix yourself, guys. But I've learned that you do a little bit of work on yourself like a video game character and you grind away at the good aspects of your life, you will feel better. And it's just a matter of time. And it's just because you don't have the key to unlock that door to fix yourself. Everybody is capable of doing it. Everybody listening and watching right now. So thank you to everybody that's been dealing with this. I would call it a disability in an open way. You guys know that I'm genuinely a pretty normal person. I try to be a good person. I try to take care of you guys. I try to do the right thing. I just think that I took a misstep in the last 2 years of my life, and I've really regained myself, and I could feel my confidence coming back every single day. And I got to say to you guys, without you guys, I don't think I'd be in this position. It is very hard to pull yourself out of a deep, deep depression, especially when it's laced with fucking anxiety and you name it. Thank you. You guys have no idea. You really don't. And, I'm sure you guys hear this from other people in the community, but I think we have the best community here, and I have the nicest people here. So thank you. Life is kind of weird. You never know when. It's sad to say. SG, you never know when. There's something else I can't really openly discuss at the moment. I'll wait for Justin to make that call. But I will tell you guys that Justin and Jason, the Fry brothers who helped me make the movies, they're going through something very, 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 very difficult at the moment. So that's something that I'm going through to a degree too. Obviously, I'm not as close as they are to the situation, but I just want to put that out there. Shout out to them. I'm sure Justin will come on the show and talk about it at some point, but it's not good. So yeah, it's crazy to see life, man. Guys, life is fucking crazy. You never know, knock on wood. You never know when something's going to just pop out. But here's the thing that I've learned over the last 3 weeks. You do know when you're going to have a good day. You do know when you're going to have a fun time with your friends. You do control that. And that's something I fucking forgot you do. And you guys are going to be like, what? That sounds ridiculous. I forgot that I'm in charge of my own happiness. Can you believe that somebody could just forget that? You start to live in misery and you start to accept it as something that is acceptable in your life because it's a norm. It's the normalization of misery. Dude, you shouldn't be living like that. I've done it now for 33 years. Just miserable, just figuring it out every day, day by day. You don't need to do that. You could wake up and be like, today's not the day I'm going to do that. Glamorous says the thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is have a glass of water, dude. Dude, I got to tell you guys, ever since I started therapy, video games are much better. Jonas and I have watched, I think, 10 movies in 2 days, and we're not bored at all. It changes everything. Once you realize you could be happy, it's like, whoa, I could do whatever I want. Like, I literally could do whatever I want right now. If I wanted to get on a flight to go to Long Island and hang out with the crew out there, minus the cokehead from New York City, I could do that. Oh, we could bring her. That could be very interesting. But you could do whatever you want. So, like, guys, look, Vapus is saying this. Look at how important this is. I didn't figure out my anxiety until I was 38 years old. If I ever had a good advice, it's not because I'm smart. It's only because I've been through it. There you go, man. How's the relationship? Mystery says. What, the relationship with myself? Is that what you're asking? My personal relationship with myself is better than it's ever been. You got to ask yourself that sometimes. How is your relationship? How is your relationship with yourself? Not God. We're not being religious here. I'm just generally saying, how many of you guys can wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and go, I like what I say. I like what I hear. I like where we're going with this. How many of you guys feel good about yourselves? I'm curious right now. Like, when's the last time you actually questioned if you're happy? Takes 2 seconds. If you're not, do something to change it. Hellcat says, I'm okay. That's good. Okay is good. You're allowed to not feel perfect, right? We're all part of it. We're all part of God in a sense, the source of everything. But no reason to go deep into that, says Vapist. Well, I mean, I disagree with that, but yes, you can believe in that. Never Blown Bubble says, listen, I get turned on if I see myself in the mirror. Oh, yeah. He's cooking those rats.
Have boxing gloves, can travel.
Hey, by the way, listen to this. One's nice. Are you going to visit us? Guys, I have an update from Terrence. I wrote something on my wall, and Terrence chimed in on it. You guys don't realize Terrence and I attack each other in Facebook messages, and my family and his family are like, what the fuck is wrong with you two? He's doing well. I don't know why he doesn't show up on the streams. I'm guessing it's because he's homeless. I don't know what the actual answer is, but shout out to Terrence, wherever he is. May he be resting in peace in his tent in the woods. Oh, no, you guys will get a laugh. I said, hang on, I'm going to find it. You ready? I said, I make the best cheese egg omelets online. And I showed a photo of it. And he said, and I quote, this is what Terrence said. Looks like shit. Looks like you scraped it off the bottom of your holy shoes. So he got me on that one. But let me get the one. Here we go. Here we go. This is good. Hey, Grim, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Grim has gifted a goddamn membership. Thank you, Grim. Guys, the memberships, I haven't looked at the number, but I'm assuming it's low. I don't really care at this moment. I appreciate any support you guys give, so thank you for supporting me. January is a write-off. We're just here to have fun. We're not pushing goals. We're not pushing anything. Next month, we might have a goal. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. But I made a post said, just a warning, there's many fake profiles using my images on Facebook, up to 5. Watch out. Terrence said, and I quote, who in the absolute fuck would use your ugly ass profile to apply to be in a homeless shelter? And I said, odd you bring that up. You would. But what's crazy about that is every time I make a post, he's on top of it. He's like, Dude, you're fucking ugly. Who would copy your stupid profile? That's classic, dude. Dude, 2-year anniversary. Yes, anniversary's in 2 months, guys. It's going to be ridiculous. So there's some things I took into account that you guys wanted to do on the show. You guys want to react to more videos, which I fully understand, which we will do. I know exactly what we're going to do with
Please
that.
put out a goal to wear gunner glasses.
Oh my God. Is that a DSP goal for real? Yeah, guys, the 2-year anniversary. Deported Sicilian, thank you for the support. I appreciate you being part of my community, man. And I appreciate the support. Are you kidding about that? Does DSP have a goal for that? Oh, no. All right, so I will say this. React and... Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea, Tim. We should watch that. I don't know if those... Dude, can you look up to see if those streams are available? Most big YouTuber streamers let their Discord put things to react to. The streamer filters them on the fly and chooses what to react to. That's exactly what we were going to do. Sheetrock says right now, how much to go shirtless? I don't go shirtless on my show. I wear, if you guys already know, I have the costumes. That's it. I don't take my shirt off. Glamorous can dig that shit post. I know. So listen. Oh no. Dead Man's on drugs in the chat. Dead Man, thank you for the support, by the way, buddy. I appreciate you. Zayland is here.
Support this stream. We need more positivity.
We do. Guys, thank you. I'm going to really need those supports. Thank you for the $2 supports. Let's get a dollar train going. Zayland put together the clips. Oh, yeah, he did. We could watch that. How much to reveal your dick? I don't know. That's a question. How much to reveal it? Oh, man. I mean... If you look long enough on the internet, you'll find a video of it. Ones, oh God, here we go. Ones with the dollar. Thank you. That's a lot. I'll be back to stream. Thank you, my friend. Here we go. Raw Dakota, thank you, my friend. The dollar train is great. I love it. It lets me eat subs. Thank you for the dollar train. I appreciate it, Raw Dakota and Ones. So, listen, we're going to watch more things on the show. We're going to play more games on the show together. I actually have a massive list. Hellcat donated? Where? Is it not playing it? You didn't. No, you didn't. You lie. More games on the show, such as Fortnite. We're trying to get a server built for that, just to have fun. Raw Dakota and I have to have a conversation because the Minecraft server is coming back. And a lot of people played on that. Like 20 people were there. We will play games. But also, I want to just point out that I'm looking forward to this. Finally, going in real life to downtown Toronto this spring. I had to look into how this could be pulled off correctly. And it does come down to Starlink, unfortunately. Starlink is spectacular as long as I don't go inside of a building. Yeah. Vapus, not a bad idea. I do get that. By the way, we should get Vapus back here soon. Absolutely. Mystery. Message me on Discord, by the way, Mystery. I want to ask you some doxing questions. So, what's today? So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm taking off. Ionis is here until Wednesday, guys. So, I'll be back on this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 110%. So, I'm going to put up a schedule tomorrow, and you guys will know exactly what's happening Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. So we can get back to some regular streaming here. And also, I'm planning on something for the 2-year anniversary. And I have a wild idea, but I don't want to say it yet. I've always said to myself, what if I just stream for 24 hours, including sleeping and streaming and walking and all of that stuff. I have an idea, and we'll see if I actually could do it, because it might be ridiculous. I thought, what if I woke up, and the second I woke up on my phone, I started streaming, and you guys just hung out with me for 24 hours, whether I was sleeping, walking, eating food, doing what I have to do. I think you guys would find that probably fascinating, because you guys love when I walk around. And if I did it on a Friday into a Saturday, that could be a 1-year anniversary. What if you have to poop? See, that's what's interesting. You guys could listen to me poop.
Yo,
Congratulations.
Shields, stay gay.
There'll be no pooping on stream, unfortunately. Hellcat, I was born in 84. It turned the other day. Oh, it was your birthday? I didn't realize that. When was it your birthday? Oh, yeah. Somebody mentioned that to me. Hang on a sec, guys. Where is it? There it is, but that's wrong. Let me fix that. There we go. Somebody told me to have that on screen because they like to know the number. I forgot about it. So yeah, right now we have 9 gifted members. Thank you to everybody that has gifted members today. I really do appreciate that. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, back to a regular 4-day week of streaming next week. Yeah, just so you guys know, my stomach is driving me nuts, and that's also why I'm still like dealing with certain things here. I started taking different medication, which has helped, but also lots of logs. Speaking of which, I got to go drop the logs now again. Raw, I love you. God damn it. I'm trying to drop a log.
This is amazing content. You need to donate now.
This is more dead air than even I can do. WTF.
How being I could cares literally the cause as this is one. We watched and I says his by how being I could cares literally the cause as this is one. We watched and I says his by
Logs. And,
Logs. Yeah.
Jay, we're here to support the logs.
ew.
God J's career is really going down the shitter. How being I could cares literally the cause as this is one. We watched and I says his buy.
What the fuck does that even mean? First and foremost, let me just say, Raw Dakota, I love you. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Raw Dakota, Wood, One's Raw, Misery, One's Demolition Daddy, Raw Dakota, he likes taking advantage of me while I poop. Wood, One's, Mystery, Demolition Daddy, all of you guys, thank you for supporting me dropping logs off. It was a difficult thing I needed to do, but I got it done. So thank you. What are we at now? 9 gifted memberships still? Okay, good. Listen, thank you. Yeah, let me just say that when you switch medications, sometimes your stomach is like, Yeah, I filled the bowl about 4 times today. Have you ever, how many bowls have you filled in a day? That's what I want to know. I just filled it 4 times. Like, I feel like $1 million right now. My stomach hurts because all that poo. That was a bad poo.
The fluke is that smell, you rancid prick.
Oh, man. Woo!
The fluke is that smell, you rancid prick.
Oh, I flush when I fill the bowl. If you don't do courtesy flushes, you're evil. All right, so thank you to everyone that's tuned around for the rest of that. That was 11 minutes of shitting, I feel like. So thank you for that. No, my stomach has been absolutely upside down. The worst ones are the mix between solid and liquid shit. I have to flush multiple times. No, this was the consistency of this poo was very much like a firm pudding. But dude, the amount that's come out of my ass in the last 3 hours, I never knew that much poo could be in somebody. It's a lot of poo. Anyways, the bathroom. I wouldn't go in there, Raw Dakota. You're on Ozempic. No, I'm not. You have 0 good or bad bacteria left. I don't know, man. Give it 2 hours. Ugh. So yeah, I take this medication for anxiety now. No, my stomach is not agreeing with it. Just to be clear. So also to be clear, the next stream will be Thursday. I'll have a schedule uploaded. Here's the one thing that's annoying about YouTube when I post in the actual post section. You can only do that every 2 days before it refreshes, or you guys won't even see the post. So Tuesday morning, you'll see the schedule uploaded to YouTube. Also, the shorts will start tomorrow again, and we'll get back on track. But schedule the next stream. Absolutely, I'll do that for Thursday. Not a bad idea. Oh my God. So let me just say, trying to rebuild yourself with medication and therapy and all that, it's exhausting. So I hope that, you guys understand that it's not like I'm just sitting around here. I'm trying to like make the show better by making myself better, but also make the show better by changing a few things. You'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys realize that, like, yeah, during this time off, I wouldn't call it a vacation. I pretty much have been crying every night for 2 weeks, realizing certain things. And it's good to get it out there. Or put it in you, if you know what I mean. Ronald says, is that Zelda? That's a Zelda. Ronald says he's going to be on the shitter until Thursday. No. Ionis is here until Wednesday. So it's super rare I get to see him. And I already explained January is a bit of a write-off. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. In Canada, the water doesn't float left or right. It sinks directly downwards. What? The hell does that mean? All right, so listen. I hope you guys had a good Christmas time. I know that a lot of you did have a good Christmas because a lot of you are in my Discord. Thank you for that. What?
Jay loves to poop, Jay loves to poop. Jay loves to poop, Jay loves to poop.
I feel better.
Jay loves to poop, Jay loves to poop. 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 Oh, oh, oh.
To be honest right now, Raw Dakota, my stomach is killing me. So my stomach is killing me. Oh. Yeah, I wish there was a Resident Evil demo. I was going to play it today. Doesn't exist. Smosh, nice to see you. How's everyone? Demolition Daddy, Alan Jones, thank you. So again, I just want to reiterate, you know, I'm dealing with some things here, trying to do my best, trying to stream when I can. And yeah, it's been stressful to say the least, but I've kind of let that go. So I just want to shout out everybody, like, you may be looking at the show right now going like, Jay's lost it a little bit. I haven't lost any of it, to be honest with you. I just sort of needed this time to be mentally sane. Get some ginger ale. It helps. Yeah, I'll get some after. I drink a lot of that. I got Tums too. Progmata demo on Switch too. Is it out? I didn't know that's out. Jay, what games have you been playing? Okay, I've been playing Terminator 2, No Fate, Switch 2. Fucking amazing game. Oh, good. No one's saying that. Good. Dr. Pepper. Dude, Dr. Pepper's terrible for you, isn't it? You just need a one's cuddle session. God damn it. Definitely don't need that. When are you playing Mario Galaxy on stream? I don't know. How many people want to watch Mario Galaxy on stream? I don't know. I doubt a lot of people would want to watch that. Jay, you need to play Quarantine. It's free on PC Game Pass. Oh, is that the game where you have to decide if somebody's a zombie or not? That game looks amazing. Huh. It's on Game Pass. Okay, so I have Game Pass Ultimate. Okay. I heard it was a lot of fun. You guys hear about that game? Quarantine. It's a game basically where you play a quarantine master, essentially a quarantine military lead, and your job is to make sure that you do not let anybody infected by a zombie outbreak into your encampment. The game looks amazing. You have all these tools at your disposal to make sure that you're not letting people infected in, but sometimes it's not black and white. You got to realize that somebody may be sick from a common cold. You got to make these guesses. Like it looks like it's a lot of fun, but it's also fascinating. I watched someone play it. Is it any good? Is the game good? Ones, how is the game? I hear it's a lot of fun, but I also heard it's kind of paint by numbers. But, you know, I definitely want to try it. So, yeah, I know that game as well. It's fun as hell? Okay, cool. I also was looking into, well, you know, playing Terminator 2 on the stream would be quite boring because it's just like a run and gun, especially if you role play.
Congratulations.
I see. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess right now there's no... I'm not going to hide. Like, I'm hurting right now. I've been in a lot of pain. So, Yeah, it's difficult for me to sit down for long periods of time right now, especially with my stomach as fucked as it is. So it's, you know, it's like another day Jay comes on the stream and goes, guys, I'm broken. I mean, do I regret being so open with you guys from the very beginning? Not necessarily, but like, I'm sure some of you are sick of listening to Jay is sick, mentally and physically. So I'm doing my best to keep that away from the show. But I am dealing with it, so we'll see. Toby is the strongest in the world. What is that? I don't even know what that means, Toby. Is that part of the storyline? I know that Carmageddon is coming out too soon. Oh, it's your role play. You're a sick man. I am sick, and you know, you got to get better before you get worse. So I'm starting to feel better, guys, and I appreciate the support today. I managed to almost do 3 hours, even though I took a shit halfway through this stream. Final Fantasy VII for Switch this week. I hear it runs okay. I'm excited for it for the people who haven't played it. But, you know, the best place to play that's probably on, well, is it on PC yet, ones?
Yo, Seals, stay gay.
You taking a shit off stream is still better than LolCal Live. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's cloud dependent. Oh. Really? Well, it is what it is. At least you can play it? Is that a positive? Does LolCow still exist? I don't even know. Not many streamers interact with their chat while they're shitting. I mean, that's true. So listen, guys, this Thursday I'll be back 110%. No one's in my way of that unless I die. Knock on wood. Rolando, thank you. Yeah, I saw Keem is trying to pay them to get on. Oh. Well, Vapist, if you texted me more and told me what the fuck you're doing. Anyways, listen. Go play Terminator 2 Dark Fate if you haven't played it. Go watch Sinners and Weapons if you haven't seen them. I'm curious to see if you guys like those movies. We watched them yesterday, and I don't know, man. The new Carmageddon I can't wait for. I can't wait for. Yeah, by the way, this computer, Vapist, when I turn it on, the monitors don't necessarily turn on. Okay, you'll text me? Awesome. So listen, I love all of you. I know that streaming is less this month. I apologize once again, but, you know, after 2 years of streaming and considering what I'm dealing with mentally, I feel like we're okay here. Everyone's okay with this little bit of break I've been taking. And I appreciate that you guys have been okay with it. And I'm still amazed that you guys still support me after all of this time. So thank you very much to everybody that has tuned in today. I'll be back Thursday. And hopefully my stomach gets better in the next few hours because it's broken. I want to break too. Hellcat, you could take a break. Drummer Cream, you're late. You're fired.
You're fired.
Your graphics aren't remembering. Yeah, I have to restart the computer twice for it sometimes. I don't know if that's a bad thing. But listen, I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Lego, by the way, Lego stream next week. I'm not sure which day, but I got that Game Boy. We still need to put it together. So we'll do that. Drink water. Deal. Thank you. Okay. Also, I can't control the fans on my computer at the moment either. So it's quite annoying, but. So listen, as always, I love you guys. Normally I'd stream a little bit longer today, but I got my best friend from downtown Toronto here. So we're going to hang out for the next couple of days. I'll be back on Thursday. I will be doing shorts for the rest of the week. By the way, GTA 6, that was a crazy one. If you guys don't know, Rockstar Games let this person dying of cancer play Grand Theft Auto 6 early before they have passed away. They actually did pass away, but they did get to play it. So that was crazy. Props to Rockstar for allowing that to happen. You know, I think a lot of these executives are assholes, but sometimes they do nice things, man. So that was amazing to read. I'm going to do a story on that tomorrow, but who knew? Who knew they could be nice? Booch, thank you. Roland, thank you. Hellcat, thank you. 1's 2 cents, Bammers, Demolition Daddy, Alan Jones, love you guys. DS9, thank you. Vapist, thank you. J Ram Sheedrock, Bammers, Clam, thank you. Booch, thank you. Raymond, thank you. Freddy Cougar, thank you. I appreciate the support today. Looks like Raw Dakota's the last one to donate today. That's not surprising. He's literally the number one whale now. You're the number one whale.
Congratulations, 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 congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you, Raw Dakota, Glamorous, Demolition Daddy, Mystery, Wood. Thank you, guys. Never Blown Bubbles, thank you as well. Thank you to all the members that have been members almost for 2 years now. We're going into 2 year now, and we're only weeks away. We're weeks away from the 2-year anniversary. We're going to look back at some of the classic moments, so thank you to everybody there. Seriously, thank you for letting me have a career still. I appreciate it, and, you know, every day I wake up, I think about you guys, and not in a sexual way, even though I should, because most of you are pretty sexy. I love you guys, and I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you, Raw Dakota. Thank you, Wood. Thank you, Fart That Smells. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Glamorous Frog. Siegfried, I love you. Game Freak, you're fired. You're fired. Game Freak's an asshole. I love him, though. Derek, thank you. DSP Gin Knight, love you, buddy. I can't believe you still have that name after all this time. Discord night when? Not the next 3 nights. I'll be busy. Is it snowing here? Yes, Chris. Massive blizzards, man. Massive blizzards. So it's been not fun. All right, let's head out and be sexy. I hope you guys have a good Sunday night. You get your homework done. I hope you all cook those rats. I love all you. Massive Ropes to Smosh in the chat. I love you. Here we go.
I'm still waiting for that DIKKK now.
Keep waiting, drummer. Keep waiting. I love you all. I love all of you. See you guys in Italy. Oh, shit. Drummer, I love you. You're not last, though. He is.
Cool.
Look.
You were 30.
You were cool? You were 30. What does that even mean? There's one last thing I have to show off. I'm sorry to show this off lastly, but my cock fell off again, and we broke the base of my cock, okay? There's a broken piece on the base of my cock. The tip is broken. There's a massive broken... Every single day, this cock falls on the floor, and I have to send out an apology to Dino. I apologize for breaking your cock or my cock, somebody's cock. We're going to have to replace him. Yes, Glamour says even the doctors can't fix him. I've taken my cock to many doctors, and most of them wouldn't even look at it. So I'm in slight pain here, just so you guys know. He'll be okay. Thank you for the concern, okay? Even though he's got a massive hole in his head. I love all of you, and I'll see you on Thursday. I love you. How is this my life? How do you guys watch this? This is like... I love all of you. I'll see you Thursday. This is just stupidity at this point.
That guy's gay. Thank you.
Thank you, Glamorous. Rolando, thank you. Bob, Tyler, I appreciate it. Tyler, you're a legend. Love all of you guys. I'll see you Thursday. I love all of you.
Juchi. Bucci.
Shout out to the Booch. You're a good-looking man. You're a man of electricity. You're a man of integrity. You're a man of chicken wings. You're a man of freshly made patties that are cooked into hamburgers. You're a man that feeds the families out there. You do have to stop pissing in women's wallets, though. I love you, though.
Bucci.
Raw Dakota, I love you. Take me out in your boat and fuck me. Okay, well, there we go. We're done.